Okay. Hello friends! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. This is the home of the Forever Theater Kid, where I give you weekly content of what it's like to be an actor, singer, entertainer, and right now I'm doing that on cruise ships. Today I have a really exciting video for you that I'd love you to see, but before you do that, I'd love you to subscribe to my channel and you will be part of this really awesome community that's really supportive of each other. We're small but mighty still. In my video today I'm really excited because I am going to give you another top 10 PUA stay. Today, what am I doing? These are the top 10 ways that I stay fit and healthy, mind, body, and soul on a contract. Please tell me down below if you have any other tips that you think I missed out on, or you think I could benefit from, or any other viewers could benefit from, or if there's something that you super disagree with and you want to fight me down there, let's go. I stand by what I say in this video. It got deep at the end. It got really deep. In the meantime, enjoy my top 10 ways to stay healthy and fit on your tour or cruise ship contract. Not a health professional. Number 10, don't eat too late before you go to sleep. Like for me, I work late and I have to eat something after shows. I have to have some snacks. Usually it's like cheese and crackers, or sometimes it's granola, or sometimes I gotta go to midnight mess and I have to gorge myself on some major carbs. Depends on the night, depends on the show, it depends if I've had anything to drink. Let's be honest. Just make sure that you digest your food as much as you can before going to sleep. It's just hard to sleep well on an overly full stomach. It can give you some funky dreams, I know that. I know that if you are struggling, if you're trying to lose weight, not that I'm the best person at losing weight when I want to lose weight, one thing that I usually do cut out when I'm really in the mode of losing a couple pounds or toning up is trying to cut out eating late. On land life, when I'm not performing as much or I don't work nights, like after having like a good dinner, solid dinner, and maybe some dessert, if I'm feeling it that night, I try not to eat past 8 p.m. That's hard because I know my family eats really late back home. If Gabe and I are cooking for each other, we try not to eat past 8 p.m. Because then when we go to sleep, we feel like everything's digested and it's an easier sleep for us. Number 9, healthy snack options. Like I said, granola, great option. Look at it right now, skinny pop popcorn or any type of popcorn. I think popcorn is good. Fruit, veg. I think the same goes for tours as well. You can find healthy options at the supermarket. You can always bring a little cooler with you on a tour. Hide it like under your seat. You know, that's what I would do on tour. I'd always have granola bars. I'd always have energy bars. I tried not to buy soda a lot of the time. Get snacks because you need energy to get through your day. And try to make those snacks as healthy as possible. Try not to buy too much candy. I know I can be a culprit of that, buying too much chocolate. It's just not, it's not real energy. It's calories that don't help fuel your body. It just kind of gives you a kick of sugar for a little while. So if you want something that's really going to sustain your energy and sustain you, healthier options as well. And it will help you not feel so weighted down and heavy all the time, especially when you're on stage. Number 8, I have been doing this recently and I think this is 100% helping my physical health, soaking my feet in Epsom salt, especially after doing high intense dance shows and character shoes. It has been a lifesaver. If I had a bath, I might actually do a whole Epsom salt bath. I'll go to bed some nights after like a more cubano. I should soak my feet that night, but I just don't. The next morning I wake up and I honestly feel like I'm 10 years older. Just like a handful of salt and I put it in like a little container and I soak my feet in it. If you're on tour, you can put it in the sink if you want to, or you can put it in the bathtub. It has lifted my health game, my body health game so much. Going off of that, important for your body so much, make sure that you warm up and cool down your body and your voice properly. You gotta do this, singers and dancers alike. It's so important to warm up your voice vocally and to cool it down, because after doing a really intense vocal show, it's like any other muscle. Any dancer knows this, not all of us do it well, but warming up and stretching before a show is just as important as cooling down and stretching after a show. Just like any workout, you put your body through something pretty traumatic, pretty intense when you do a show. Get it ready for war, do war, and then take care of it post-war. Especially if you're on a tour. When you're on a bus tour, after you've done a show and you haven't properly cooled down your body, or you think you've cooled down your body but you just haven't stretched enough, it's that you have to sit on a bus or on a van to get from point A to point B, and a lot of tours, it's really harmful on your body. Really got to cool down. I suggest getting a muscle roller of some kind. I have one that's like very handy. It's really portable. and it just has all these little prickly spots that I can roll out my muscles. My IT band I can roll out really well, my quads, my butt, different parts of my abs and core. I have a lacrosse ball that I will put on an area of my back, which feels like it's just always like one targeted area that I always need to put pressure on. It's so important to roll out your muscles when you feel like there's an injury on its way. Honestly, like I wear toe spacers in my shoes because that helps my feet feel cushioned, and I don't feel the impact as much on my toes. They're not like slamming together. Bring bands to stretch. I know a lot of dancers that use those. I should use those more because I'm very bad at stretching, and that is something on this contract I really want to get better at. On ships and on tours, good. Most hotels are going to have some type of cardio machine or maybe some free weights. It's usually not always great, but sometimes it's like banging. Sometimes you're like, oh, look at that. So it's good to have like workout videos on your hard drive or something like that. T25. Always love a T25. Or you can go on your phone, because that's right, people on land have Wi-Fi, unlike me. You can watch and you can do like Cassie Ho videos. You can do Blogilates videos. You can do, a lot of people have workout videos on YouTube that you can look up. Number 6. Some people might not like that I'm saying this. This is also for my benefit to say it. If you drink alcohol, I do, drink sparingly. If you smoke, smoke sparingly. I get it. Everybody's got their stuff. Everybody's got their things that they need. And obviously smoking is something that people hold on to very, very strongly. It's just not good for you. It's just not. It's 2018. We all know that smoking is very, very harmful for you. I honestly don't know how people do it. But also, it's really, really hard to do a show hungover. I'll tell you that. I've done it and it sucks. Oh, does it suck? Oh, does it suck? And the older you get, the worse it gets. And the less alcohol you have to drink to get hungover. So, I'm not saying don't do it, because I think going out for a couple drinks is a great way to bond. It's a great way to chill. It's a great way to let loose. But you also got to be smart about it, because your body is your instrument and you have to treat it with respect and you have to treat it with love. And every time you put alcohol into your system and every time you smoke, you're not treating it with love. When it comes down to it, you're just not. And I know it. I still drink. I like to have a drink. I also know that it's not good for me. So next, going off that, good things to put into your body. Once you get sick, it's very hard to get better and stay better, is to put the good things in your body. When you can have fruit, have some fruit. When you can have vegetables, have some vegetables. When you have good protein, have good protein. Whether you're a vegetarian or not, you can always find good protein to have. Whether it's chicken, whether it's nut, tofu, whatever floats your boat. But I do suggest taking vitamins. Take fiber. Fiber is really good to keep your system going. I know that you can get natural fiber from fruit. I don't really know what fruits specifically are good for fiber, to be honest with you. I feel like apples are probably good, because let's admit, every time I have an apple, I run into the bathroom. I think I've been trying to take fiber more often, and I also take a supplement to help my joints, to help my bones. I think it's a vitamin of some kind. Daily vitamins, if you take them. I know I take a nice gummy daily vitamin for women because I'm a child and I only remember to take the vitamins if they're gummies. But also, when I'm starting to feel a little sick, I just bust out 2 emergencies and put it in a water bottle and chug it. Just supplements to help you get nutrients into your body, because sometimes it is really hard on ships or on a tour to get the supplements that your body and the nutrition that your body needs, especially when you're going. Sometimes all the options you have are crap. Yeah, I can say get good snacks, but when it comes down to it, sometimes all you can get is crap, and you just gotta eat the crap that's in front of you, and it tastes good and it makes your heart happy, but then your body's like, I need nutrients. I don't know any specific ones that are great. Do research yourself. Number 4, drink water. Drink water. A gallon of water a day, I think, is best to have. I know I don't drink that much water. I just don't. But I try to have a big bottle of water, which I think is a liter. This is a liter and a half. So 2 of these is the amount of water I should have in a day. But I drink 1 of these. I will say that. I drink 1. And maybe a little bit more on show nights because I'm just chugging water. I don't drink soda. I'll have like ginger ale and ginger beer, sparkling water sometimes. For the most part, water is what I'm drinking. Caffeine, you need caffeine as well. It's probably better to have tea rather than coffee. I drink coffee more often because I also like the taste of coffee, but know that those things also dehydrate you. For every cup of coffee you have, you should have 2 glasses of water to supplement what the coffee's dehydrated out of your body. Do I do that all the time? No. Is that what you're supposed to do? Yes. So drink your water, live your life, Moving on. Number 3, get your vitamin D. Get your sunshine and your fresh air as much as possible. You should try to get it every single day if you're on a ship. Because most likely if you're on tour, you're gonna have it every single day. You're gonna see the sun. If you work on a ship, it's very, very easy to not see the sunlight once. Very easy never to smell and breathe in actual fresh air throughout the day. Go outside for at least 5 to 10 minutes every day. There have been days where I go, oh my God, I haven't been outside once today. And the only time that I've been outside is when I'm running backstage outside to make it to my next cue. But it's so good for everything in yourself to go outside and get some fresh air and to see the sun. It has been proven that vitamin D helps not only, your skin have life, your body have life, but it also helps your mental health. You just don't feel like you're in a cave all the time. Get outside, look at the ocean that you're floating on, and do it. Number 2, you wanna know what number 2 is? 2 is to go to sleep. Get some sleep, which I'm gonna do literally right after this. You need sleep. That's not a real candle. Don't worry, battery operated. You sleep more in your life than you do anything else, so you need to sleep. When you're on tour, sleep when you can because you need as much energy for those shows, and travel days can be really exhausting because it's stressful, time constraints. You will find yourself sleeping a lot. On ships, you also find yourself sleeping a lot because your schedule is just very, very strange. You work at night, you still have things to do during the day. You want to be a human and be social and go explore the world that you're traveling around, but also you need to have the energy for the shows. So you'll find yourself taking naps at really strange times of the day, or you'll find yourself sleeping in really, really late and you're like, oh my gosh, I would never sleep in this late back home. And you need that sleep because the shows that you do require a lot of energy, and you usually do them at more than one time per day, and then you have other things to do, so you have to sleep. So get that sleep and do not feel guilty about it. You're tired because you give a lot of energy on stage, and you need to sleep because your body needs to recover from what you've put it through. Number 1, you want to know what the number 1 thing that you need to do on tours and the number 1 thing that you need to do on ships? Throw out the rules and give yourself some self-care. Take care of your mind, body, and soul. If that means eating late and eating a crap ton of chocolate and having a couple beers and talking to your friends all night and then going to bed, then that's what you got to do. Self-care is so important, and the littlest thing can be your self-care. Going on the internet and talking to your family for a couple minutes can be your self-care. Doing a face mask can be self-care. Watching a movie with a friend can be self-care. Cuddling up and reading a book can be your self-care. Anything that's good for you and your heart and making you feel okay, sometimes that's all you can feel, please do it. All of the things that I've said today, they are not hard rules. Absolutely not. They're things that I try to go by. And do I do them all the time? No. Because sometimes does my brain say, Emily, you're anxious as hell today. You can't get through this day unless you shove chocolate in your face and cry and not talk to anybody all day, barely talk to your husband, and then just go up and do the shows and then go to bed. That's what you need that day. That's what you need that day. Take care of your mental health. Keep yourself in check. Do you feel like things are going really in the wrong direction? Do you feel like you really need help? Then you have to talk to someone. I'm not joking. This is really important. You have to talk to someone about it. Talk to someone you trust. Talk to your manager. Talk to your best friend. Talk to a loved one, because you are more important than anything else that's happening on the ship. You are the most important thing to you, because we as performers don't always take into account what we need, because we give so much and so much is expected of us, especially on cruise ships and on tours, especially stage door. If you don't feel like you're in a mental space where you're okay to do stage door and greet fans, don't do it. If people appreciate what you do, they'll be okay with you not going to stage door. If people get on Twitter and start running your name out, that is not your job. That's not, unless they paid for a very specific meet and greet that you didn't come to, don't be a jerk about it. But if you feel like it's going to sacrifice something like self-care time that you really need for you to be able to do your job for the next show, say no. You're more important than that. You're more important than the extra crap that sometimes gets put on performers because it's just expected of us. Yeah, a lot of times we want to, but sometimes we just can't because we're human beings. And we have off days, and we're entitled to those off days. You know, a lot has happened on cruise ships recently. We're very, very sad where a lot of crew members have taken their lives and died by suicide. And I didn't mean to make this dark at the very end, but it's important and you need to know it. Take care of yourself. Stay checked in. Do things that make you happy. Like I said, even if they're little, even if they're silly. And if you find that this lifestyle of being a performer, being in the arts is too stressful and it doesn't make you happy anymore, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it anymore if it makes you unhappy. So I'm going to end there because this just took a turn and I did mean for it to, but it's also really important, and I should probably do a whole other video on mental health in the theater community. So if you'd like something like that, tell me down below, reaffirm that, because I think it would be an important video to do. So take care of yourself, because you're more important than the product. And if people have a problem with that, that's all I'm going to say about that. For now. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that I've given you some really good tips and tricks to keep you fit and healthy from the inside out on your next contract, wherever you're going, or if you're currently on a contract, because you can implement these at any time, because guess who started them late? Me. If you have anything to add, please put that down in the comments below. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Above all, don't forget to subscribe. I just want you to feel like you're home on my channel, that this is a safe space for you to be. Come and talk about theater, to come and talk about life through the lens of someone who loves performing, or loves watching theater, or loves watching live performance. Please stick around, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. As always, don't forget to peace, love, and subscribe. Cool.